Instead of doing unspeakable things to my wife and kids, I'm gonna take it out on this. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Hot Take. Today we're driving a 1998 Camaro Z28. This is a Catfish body style. We have a 6-speed manual transmission, which feels really good. It says a 5.7 liter V8, making about 305 to 320 horsepower, and a torque number that's probably about the same or more, who knows. It's an American V8. And we have an active steering wheel. And we have the owner, Logan, who you all may remember. He had a Civic. He was going to build a Civic, but then he got offered this on trade, and he got this instead. Logan, tell us a little bit about this car.
So I got this car, originally it didn't run. The previous owner had bought the wrong parts for the clutch, and it didn't match up with the flywheel that was on it. And then I put a new clutch in it and been driving it ever since.
The biggest shocker to me is how much power this car actually makes. 300 horsepower for the late 90s was a lot of power. And this is a Camaro. But everybody hates the Catfish body style. And you know what? I don't think it deserves the hate that it gets. Sure, it has a couple of awkward angles. But you know what? We're going to take it out for a drive today and see how it rips. Power.
A lot of times I have to do two-handed. Like, yeah, one of them, and then shove that bitch up in there, and then you got to hold it. Like, hold it. Like,
yeah, because it's trying to pop out.
Wedge your fucking arm on it, hold it.
Wow. There's a little light in the cluster that says skip shift.
I'll ignore that. So it's a weird thing that GM did on these T56s. I don't know if it's a T56 thing, because T56s are also on some Dodges.
Right.
But it will literally go from first to fourth for you.
So something we didn't mention about this car at the start of the video is it also has a bunch of alleged unknown mods that make this go faster. Allegedly. Allegedly.
It's got some SLP options on it, which is it's something that was authorized by Chevy, I guess. It was a company that you would send your Camaro to them to then have them add on to it, and it's like a cold air intake that like pulls air from directly in front of the car, and a few other, I think, suspension upgrades. But the car would normally have an SLP code, and this one doesn't have that SLP code on the VIN.
Yeah.
It's just got the Z28 code.
Interesting. So it's it's a Z28 and it has SLP mods on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also straight pipe, no caps.
Yeah, I can tell.
Got a muffler still.
Okay, well, so we'll talk about some initial impressions. So steering, it's kind of numb, but it's not terrible. The car's just really large. The shifter feels really notchy. The gas pedal is kind of normal, 90s, standard affair. Throttle cable, which feels good. Although it's a little lighter than I was expecting. Not quite as light as something like a Honda, but definitely lighter than a lot of European cars. Brake pedal is very firm on initial press. I wonder if the brakes are upgraded on this because it feels a lot better than I was expecting.
They look stock to me.
Do they? Maybe that's part of the Z28 or the SLP package, or who knows.
That's possible. And it could be upgraded calipers, but the disc size itself isn't too impressive, at least in the rears.
Fair enough. The clutch is a little springy. It has you can tell where the bite point is. A Camry with a spoiler and gold badges. Oh my god, and it has the premium wheels. Dude, that is the nicest XV20 Toyota Camry I've ever seen.
Knows the fucking...
That's so sick.
Code.
Yeah, I do. I know my own car. This thing is rowdy.
This is the fun roads.
Okay. Ooh, and it pops. no.
This is the road we shot the Lexus video on.
Yeah. Dude, this thing rips. Oh my god.
It makes you cheese, right?
Yeah, I'm cheesing right now, just like the front end of the car. Dude.
Like, this car is set up so well, it like takes 20 miles per hour off the feel of the speed.
Agreed. Wow, dude. This thing is fast. Holy smokes, everybody. This is a really fast car. We don't know how much the power mods are adding to this because it is truly unknown how much horsepower this car actually makes.
It doesn't feel like 300, right?
No, this feels way faster than 300.
Like,
But
up
it's
against
fast.
my Lexus and this car going uphill, this car was destroying my Lexus.
Yeah,
My
dude.
Lexus is, you know, stock 300 horsepower also. The gearing's so long in this, you could go damn near first.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wouldn't do first, just because first is a little bit weaker than the rest of them.
Yeah, right.
First will take you all the way up to almost 45 miles an hour. Second will be like 80.
Guys, I have the biggest grin on my face right now. Okay, there are not a lot of cars that get me to just start smiling. Just instinctual reaction, huge grin I have on my face. Like, oh, I haven't done this with a lot of cars. Oh my goodness. Squirrel, no. Dude, this is so much fun. Unbelievable fun. Holy smokes. How much you trying to sell this for?
5,000.
$5,000. Dude.
It's the most fun you can have for $5,000.
Yeah, agreed. Holy smokes, guys. It's good. I don't think there are many words that can really say more than what you just saw back there. Like, that basically just summed up the whole car. It's
Everything about this car, it's such a visceral, violent feeling. Once it hooks up and you're going, it jumps in speed so quickly, and then it just everything's rattling, and everything. It feels
Yes.
like so much fun. There's so much going on, and all you're doing is just enjoying the speed.
Yeah, like, all right, just hang on. This is the last breath of old school 60s American raw muscle cars. Compared to the SN95, I guess maybe I'd have to drive a Cobra to make the fair comparison, because I drove a regular GT. But the SN95 was not as raw as this is. Does this have an LSD? Okay, yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Dude, this car will get you into so much trouble. Catfish Camaros, this is where it's at. You want an S chassis? No. You want a BMW? Don't buy that. I buy them if you want them, but you want a Miata? Okay, Miata is always the answer. But if you just want something fast, it's rear-wheel drive and fun, and you don't care what it is, Catfish Camaro. This is the choice. I actually have kind of believed that even before I driven one, but now that I'm driving it, I'm like, it's only been reinforced for me. You can get one with an LSD, 300 plus horsepower, 6-speed manual transmission, less than $10,000. Granted, okay, this was $5 grand. It's kind of a nugget. Like, okay, dashboard. I mean, okay, no visor. Like, it's a nugget. It's a proper nugget. But when you're driving it, oh man, this is so much fun. This thing is incredible, absolutely incredible. I feel like I want a bigger road for this. And all the YouTube commenters always complain about my slow shifting. You know why I shift slowly? Because the cars never encourage me to shift fast. Not this one. This one's like... This one can take it. It's like, all the abuse you want. Take out all your anger on me. Take it out on me. That's what this car's telling me. I'm a middle-aged dad coming home from my work day, and you know what? Instead of doing unspeakable things to my wife and kids, I'm gonna take it out on this. Been helping out middle-aged dad for 30 years. It handles the elevation change pretty well. So that's what's great about big cars like this, is they do well with elevation change and leveling out the road for you. But what's different about this compared to most bigger cars that have a Grand Touring vibe is this feels really tight, which is shocking. Not at all how I thought this was going to drive. And that might be because of the Z28 and what was the other brand?
The SLP?
Yeah, the Z28 and the SLP bits. Like, this is a great driving car.
Yeah, the suspension on this car, it just feels so tight. Like, the body doesn't have that like tipping point that a lot of like stock suspension cars have.
Yeah, like when I jab the brake pedal, it doesn't like overly lean forward. More so, like, it feels very sports car-esque in that way. It just has a little bit to let you know like it's what it's doing, but it's not. It doesn't plow forward like most cars do. We finished our test drive of the 1998 Camaro Z28, the Catfish Camaro. And guys, this thing is phenomenal. It is so raw, so exhilarating, and so confidence-inspiring. And you could buy one of these for like pennies on the dollar. And this one, Logan is asking like $5 grand for. And it is kind of a nugget, but you could probably find a much nicer one for like 10. And even at that price, or probably less. It's a good deal. It's a lot of fun for the dollar. So great car. And I did forget to mention in the video, but the wind buffeting on this is actually pretty good too for convertible. A lot of convertibles have bad wind buffeting, especially from this era. Wind buffeting is good, so I'm impressed with that. Logan, final takes.
I've loved this car for the 1,500 miles I've driven it. Everything about the car that I've wanted to work, which is mechanically, it drives, it goes into every gear, and it sounds amazing. Everything else, it's got all sorts of little quirks and features. Everything's just kind of cheap and old plastic, but for a 27-year-old car, it's held together phenomenally mechanically.
Yeah, it's still doing really well mechanically, and if we can ignore the melted plastic, the missing plastic, the broken plastic, and yeah, we're good. So with that, we'll give the Camaro Catfish Z28 a score. The Z28 Catfish Camaro scores here on our list against some other comparables. It's not super nice inside, but the performance to dollar is no joke here. Being an old school American muscle car, these are also pretty easy to find parts for and wrench on. Should you buy it? The Catfish Camaro is already a bargain, and its top model, the Z28, is even more so. 300 horsepower, limited slip differential, and a 6-speed manual transmission for $10,000 or less. What more can you say? The Catfish is a goofy looking car, but when you're in the driver's seat behind the wheel, all you're going to be thinking about is that V8 scream and the smile on your face.